Are we rolling already? Oh, wait. Oh, I got to get myself together. Hold on a second. Just 1 second, all right? Please. Thank you. Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your no frills American Idol commentary from a singer. Oh, tonight was the top 5 performances on American Idol. Let me tell you guys, I was in heaven. Let me tell you, you don't know what it's like. For a singer who loves music to listen to the tones that came out tonight, let me tell you. Tonight, the top 5 were performing songs of the 60s and Brit Pop. Before I forget, let me tell you, on the results show tomorrow night, Carrie Underwood and Coldplay will be performing. Tonight, though, Lil Steven Van Zandt was there. He's from Bruce Springsteen's E Street Band. He was there to help mentor with Jimmy Iovine, and I'm going to jump right in and tell you guys what happened. First round, they did the 60s. Hollie Cavanagh comes out and does River Deep Mountain High by Tina Turner, and she took on a big song, and she did all right, but I got the feeling that she didn't know what she was singing about, right? She mostly was good on the notes with a few little exceptions, but I felt it was from her, I felt it was a little restrained. I felt like she didn't really let go and just da-da-da-da. Kind of rock out, This is a Tina Turner song. Give it, girl, give it. But I thought she did a pretty good job. The judges gave her a standing ovation, I think, or was it just Randy? And they gave her mostly good comments. Phillips did The Letter by the Box Tops, and I wrote, he did what he does, and I liked the big production. It had a nice vibe to it. I wasn't sure if he choked at the end or what there was this thing that he did or this noise that he made, and I was like, what's that? I thought he choked or something. J-Lo said it lacked a little melody, but she felt like he was a dynamic performer. And Steven Tyler said he waves his freak flag. So take that how you want it. Skylar Laine was up next. She did Fortunate Son by Creedence Clearwater Revival. I am officially a Skylar Laine fan, guys. She came out and ruled the stage on this song. I thought it was a mite fast, and I was glad when they pulled it back a little in the midsection. But it got right back to that tempo, and she was all in. I didn't think it had a lot of challenge for her range, but of course she threw in a few yelps and wails here and there for good measure. She is just a dynamic performer, no doubt about it. She takes that stage, and she is like a whirlwind, and I really enjoy every time I see her perform. Randy said she was born to be on the stage. So we had a duet tonight with Phillips and Joshua. They sang You've Lost That Love and Feeling by the Righteous Brothers, and I thought it was really funny in the beginning when they were like acting like they didn't want to sing together, and they didn't like each other and all that good stuff. Very playful. I think underneath that shows a really, really good relationship, that they can really job at each other like that. I wrote, this was a very interesting laid back performance. It kind of lacked any spark for me up in the beginning. Surprisingly, they sounded pretty good together. And when Josh hit them top please notes, I got my spark right there. It was going on. It felt like both were kind of holding back. Phillip tried to put his arm around Josh at the end, and Joshua pulled away from him and started laughing. I think they were trying to restrain themselves from busting out laughing in this song. And I think they had the feeling that this song was to be sung to each other, and that made them very uncomfortable. This song is not meant to be sung to each other. It's meant to be sung to the ladies. But I think they didn't realize that, or someone didn't tell them that, and so they were very uncomfortable doing this song together. But I think that made for some good TV. It really did. Tyler said it was a match made in heaven. Just messing with him, right? And J-Lo was making fun of them not wanting to seem like they were singing to each other. So it was an interesting moment. If you enjoy my commentaries and what I am doing here for Idol, please thumb this up for me. Thumb it up, thumb it up, thumb it up. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. Jessica Sanchez was up next with Proud Mary by Creedence Clearwater Revival, and of course, Tina Turner. I really liked the beginning of this song, and I was excited when the up-tempo came in, but I felt like it just didn't fit well in her voice. She did some nice stuff. She did some nice things in it. But one of my Twitter followers called it very good karaoke. I can kind of understand what they were saying. She did some nice things with it, but it just didn't fit well with her. And I also thought her heels were too high and her skirt was too tight for her to really cut loose. I feel like if she would have been more comfortable, maybe she would have actually performed the song better in her body and thus vocally. So Randy said it was barely okay for him. J-Lo and Tyler thought that she did great. Joshua Ledet did Ain't Too Proud to Beg by The Temptations. And his jacket, I just have to say, his jacket was sick for this performance. When I saw it, I was like, oh, work it out. Well, just eye-catching. Just, something that people are probably going to be talking about for a few days. Very, very nice choice. This is an old standard, Ain't Too Proud to Beg, and favorite Motown song for parties and jams. We do it all the time in our Motown sets for our gigs and stuff. And I thought he did a really good job with it. Though I don't think he really had a serious moment. He didn't have a wow moment with it. I felt they could have picked up the pace just a little bit, but he was trying to do the choreo and everything, so maybe that was a part of the reason why I was laid back a little. So altogether, I thought it was really good. Something struck me in their session with him, in their coaching session with them. Lil Steven said, if you sign him, and Jimmy said, oh, we are definitely making a record together. And later on, the judges were saying, oh, you better pick the right song for him. Joshua Ledet is definitely making a song with Jimmy Iovine. And that is great by me because I want to hear this boy definitely on some of his own material, some new, fresh material. The judges said Joshua, Skylar, and Hollie won the first round. So for the second round, they were doing Brit Pop. And Hollie Cavanagh came out and did Bleeding Love by Leona Lewis. She sang this sitting on the piano and sounded so pretty in the opening and pretty much throughout the song. I was missing some of the expected Leona Lewis notes, but she definitely seemed to get and convey the message of the song. And I really felt like she had a moment with this song. Tyler said he didn't know the song, but she could sing good and hit the notes. Randy said she's 2 for 2 tonight. I thought she did much better on this song than she did on the first song. Phillips did Time of the Season by the Zombies. The tie-dye they had going in the background I wrote was making me a little high during this song. And Phillip was trying to get into his falsetto and he was making me a little nauseous. And they made him do it 3 or 4 times, like 4 times. I didn't think it was a good look. I didn't think it was a good choice of song for him. I felt like that little thing where he was off, he had to do it 4 times. I don't know who coached him into that. The judges didn't call him out on the bad notes though. And if it had been Hollie, if it had been anybody else, they would have called them out and been like, you were pitchy up in there. When you tried to go into that, you weren't really hitting the note. They would have definitely got on almost anybody else in the competition, but they didn't say anything to Phillip. Next up was the trio. Skylar, Jessica, and Hollie sang Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher and Higher by Jackie Wilson. I thought this was a pretty good performance for the 3 of them. They all sounded good in their own way. And with 4 extra background singers, they didn't have to work too hard. They got to relax and be themselves and just do their thing. J-Lo called them cute little dolls. And the judges all thought that it was an strange arrangement of the song. Skylar Laine did You Don't Have to Say You Love Me by Dusty Springfield. And I was enthralled with this performance and the emotional and vocal range that she showed. But I don't know why Jimmy and Lil Steven were saying she needs to bring country to it. I mean, it's a great ballad. It's a great song. All she needed to do was feel it and sing it. And that is exactly what she did. I think that it's a problem sometimes when people feel like you need to bring your style into a song that is well written and well played. If the arrangement is right, if the song fits your voice, if you relate to it well and you sing it the way you sing it, then your style is naturally going to shine through. And I believe that is exactly what happened on this song for her, and I thought it was a very good performance. Jessica Sanchez did You Are So Beautiful by Joe Cocker, and this was just a beautiful vocal. This one I agreed with Jimmy, not making like just a piano ballad, trying to add something rougher in the background since she is so sweet and so perfect. She's just so perfect. I thought the stage setting was good. She really came across with the feeling well. If my only gripe would be that there wasn't enough song there for her to work, with You Are So Beautiful, You Are So Beautiful, You Are So Beautiful. Yeah, it got a little repetitive for me, but she just brought me almost to the verge of tears. Tyler said she's going to be number 1. I don't know if he meant with the song or if he would when she gets signed and becomes an artist. I don't know if Tyler meant with in the competition, so I don't know if he gave something away on this or not, but let's see what happens. Last up, Joshua Ledet did To Love Somebody by the Bee Gees. Oh my God. I wrote, oh my God, exclamation point 3 times. He sang the spit out of this song. with so much angst and emotion and passion. I love just low tones as much as I love the high ones. You know, Joshua Ledet is just, he just brings it. Every time he performs, he brings something special to it. And this, I thought, was one of his best performances. Let me tell you, I was almost in tears. I'm sorry. And I was still feeling the impact of it when they were playing, like rolling the credits at the end of the show. I was still feeling it. I was still feeling that, oh, I want to go back and listen again. And I'm sure I will go back and listen several times because it was just a beautiful performance. They gave him a standing ovation naturally. But I think it was much deserved. Randy again said Joshua is one of the best singers ever on the show. J-Lo said she's going to go even farther and say that Joshua is one of the best singers she's seen in 50 years. And of course, Tyler said that would have been a hit record right there. What did you guys think? What did you think of the performance? Did you enjoy everyone tonight? And who do you think is going home tomorrow? Because this is so tight. It's so close. Everybody is doing so well. And I don't think the person who I felt did worse tonight is going home tomorrow. May not even be in the bottom 3. And life is not fair, but that's how it is. Neither is art. Neither is work. Neither is the business. But who did you love tonight? And who do you think is going home? This is Robert Anton, robertanton.com. Make sure to check out my So You Want to Be a Singer series right here on YouTube and my originals playlist. I'm out.